How's your Saturday been, man?
It's been pretty good.
Have you been watching the draft at all?
Yeah,
Do you like how what you feel about the Niners? How you think the Niners did?
I liked a lot of the picks.
Oh, nice. Did you have any favorite guys in the draft?
That D tackle we drafted was pretty good.
I see that you are a defensive end and tight end as well.
Yes, sir.
Okay, which one you like? What position, what side you like playing most? Offense or
I
defense?
like playing defense.
Yeah, I like it. Be the hammer, not the nail.
Yeah,
Favorite subjects in school?
PE and bio.
Oh, okay, okay. PE was mine, and I wish I could say science was. I think history might have been my favorite subject, but I'm absolutely honored that you were a winner. Make sure you thank your parents, thank your mom for participating in this. Man, I know you're going to put those cleats to put them to work. I know by the end of the season, they might be bald at the bottom, which is awesome. That means you have pancaked some guys and made some tackles. Really, man, I just want to say to you, if you want to reach the pinnacle of success in anything that's in your schoolwork, that's in football, you can't cheat the grind because the grind knows what you put in. The grind is the work that it takes. A lot of people say they want to be great, but not a lot of people are willing to sacrifice each and every day to do what aligns them with being great. Do everything you can each day to align yourself, put yourself in position to achieve what it is that you see for yourself. Now, it doesn't mean that it's going to be easy. It's like looking way down the street and you can see way down there, but to get there, it's going to take a process. It takes getting started and it takes showing up each day and being consistent.
Who's your favorite coach?
Oh man, that's a tough one. I've had some amazing coaches. I'll give a few just so I don't, just single one out. But in high school, I had a defensive coach who was a tough coach, super tough. When I say tough, he was one of those kind of coaches that if you didn't want it, you was going to find out real quick, and you was going to either fold or you was going to get with the program. I think that was big because one of the things I've noticed these days is that a lot of kids don't have that toughness about them. They don't have that work ethic. Like they don't have that resilience to understand that, like, listen, coaching is a part of getting better. And if you don't want to be coached hard, if you don't want to be coached to be pushed to be a better player, then maybe, being an athlete is not it. But I'll say to anyone, what make athletes special is the fact that we can be coached, that we can go through the tough times, that we are resilient, that we are tough, and that we can endure. Having coaches that push you like that, that's how you get better. And I know I was fortunate to have Coach Jackie McGee as a defensive coach in high school, along with, my other coaches. But then I was also fortunate when I got to college. My junior year, a coach from USC, Ed Orgeron, came in, a coach that comes in from USC. And I never forget, he calls me to the office, but he said, "P. Willie." And he says, "Are you ready to be my general?" And I just remember saying to myself, like, man, this is what all the work has been for. This is why you must stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And then when I got to the NFL, amazing coach in Mike Singletary, Hall of Famer Mike Singletary. He told me something one night and it stuck with me forever. He said, "Son, greatness is earned. No one is going to give you anything." I've been having this work ethic since I was a young kid. It's one of those things that I made it a motto to where I said, "Listen, you may be bigger, you may be stronger, you may even be faster, but you will not outwork me." Coach Singletary was one of those coaches that each and every day we showed up, he said, "We're gonna work," and we worked because work is another word for becoming. If you don't work, you don't become. Just know each and every day you got to put in that work. Because remember, what I said, you can't cheat the grind if you want to reach the peak in your success, because it knows what you put in.
Do you see yourself in any current players?
Oh man, that's a great question. You do at times see guys who have similarities in their game, but I always like to, I feel that I was a one of one type player, meaning that I'm not saying I was the best player to ever play the game. I just feel like when you put me up on the board, that you would say like, "Wow, okay, so he might not have been perfect at everything, but god dog, like this guy was, he was pretty complete." I see some guys who today who are phenomenal players who I have a great deal of respect for their game. One being all pro Fred Warner, for the
Woohoo.
49ers. Man, a dog, a leader, someone who I would say if you're a linebacker, watch him. I would like to say, watch me, but he's caring. So, I would say watch both of us. So I would be a little bit old school, to him, but I would say just in anything you want to do, study the craft. Go back, watch those who come before you, watch those who are playing now, and take a little bit from that game that you like. But at the end of the day, you can only be the best you that you can be, Evan. So never forget that. All right.
Yes, sir. Even years later, people still wear your jersey. How does that feel?
Oh man, that is an absolute honor. I feel tremendously blessed. I told myself, I said, one day I'm gonna leave the game, and I want to make sure that I leave something behind that I can be proud of and that others can be proud of. And but one way that's verified is the tremendous love that the 49er faithful show on game days when I'm here at the stadium and/or when you see fans, different times all across the U.S., have your jersey on, or when some of your friends send you a text, they in Japan and somebody's, wearing your jersey in Japan. That's an absolute honor. But one of the things that I've found to be my center of it all has been my faith in God, making sure that when others show me love or give me love, that internally I say this thing that I share with you, I don't share with many. I just say, Lord, thank you for what you've blessed me to be able to do. I wouldn't have been able to do it without the breath that you blessed me to have each and every day. And so I give you that praise, that glory, that honor. And man, it allows me to still be free, and allows me to still be grounded and not walk around thinking like it's just all me and having a big head. Because again, another thing I live by is this motto that I say, humble but hungry. You'll see it on your box. That humbleness is the humility that I understand that, man, it could be so many other people in this position and to have, possibly had this journey that I had, but it's me, and I've gotten to be the one to experience it thus far. And I'm truly, truly humbled for that.
What's a workout that I can do to help me shed blocks?
A workout that you can do to help you shed blocks. One is going to sound like what? Push-ups. Believe it or not, push-ups is the rudimentary essence to fundamentals of linebacker. You gotta be able to put that face on and then get your hands there and lock them out. Wide push-ups, close push-ups. So when you're doing a push-up, you're not just getting down and just doing a push-up. You're getting down with intent to get better. And so bag drills, if you got those, some sleds, whether it's firing off on those, hitting them, and then getting to your hands and all of that, it starts with a simple "get off me." Having the will to be to not having the will to not be denied. That's as simple as that. Again, when you're doing your push-ups, you're not just doing push-ups, but each push-up, you're like, get off me. And on top of that, switch it up and do explosive push-ups, and then do push-ups where you gotta spring with it a little bit, because sometimes it's a simple boom. You get them off of you and you get into the ball. Let's say on pass, it's real quick, boom, boom. You get to your hands and you get to the quarterback. On runs, same thing. It's boom, and now you gotta sustain it and you gotta lock them out. That's the same thing. So getting used to just getting them in here. This is where you control guys. Getting them in here in front of your breastplate, which is doing your push-ups. And the reason why I like to do it wide is because you don't never want your arms to get wide, because you always want everything to be in your base so you can protect yourself and keep yourself healthy. But your arms and stuff can get wide, and sometimes because guys don't do things that strengthens their rotator cuffs and different things. That's how they can get injuries or whatnot, because you reach out to grab. Somebody might run through your arm or whatnot. And so for me, I always just wanted to be the hammer and not the nail. I always said, if I can get these wingspans on, you see how long the arms are? I said, if I can get these on you, then I got you. I'm gonna get you like an alligator. Because again, you might have arms, you might have some strength, but if you ain't got no core to be able to lock in and lock your body in, lock them hips in, lock them feet in the ground, then it's gonna be pointless too. So that's why it's important to get your push-ups, get your abs in, make sure your core is good, and also get on them squats as well, because power comes through your hips or whatnot. And so, doing those squats, that's how you're able to get them guys off of you. Like, hey man, how you so strong? You're like, man, I be in the weight room. Know, Evan, that you have a fan of me now. I'm rooting for you. Make sure, I know you will put those cleats to work. Yeah. Well, Evan, again, buddy, it was an absolute pleasure to talk to you. Man, you a big fella.
He is.
I'm like, man,
You're
yeah.
gonna be a big tight end like our boy George.
All right. Well, Evan, again, it's been a treat to talk to you. It's been a blessing for me to be able to chat with you. All the best, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time, Pat.
Thank you.